All right. So just tell us a little bit about yourself, and then what we're looking to accomplish. I know you've given me some insight. We're looking to maybe compare what's the difference between Dubb and Loom. But yeah, just tell us, like I said, a little bit about yourself.
So I own a couple companies. One is ISO Interactive, is an IT company. I think you see the sign behind me. We did Coca-Cola Enterprises site, Xbox Mobile, and a bunch of small apps as well. And so I have that IT company. I'm here in Atlanta. It's between here in Atlanta and LA and that sort of thing. And then we started a marketing company out of a need. And I don't want to get into the whole story of that, but
yeah,
Atlanta's changed over the last 15 years, and we needed to reach out of our segment. And so that new company is called Return Client. We actually got a brand new site posted today on that. And the system works really well. It's a combination of consulting and different AI systems, and kind of working with them, hand-holding them in order to kind of generate a lot of, not just the leads, but the relationships.
Okay.
And so video is a big part of it. So we have LinkedIn campaigns that target different areas. We have 3 different campaigns on LinkedIn. We have roll off to email, warm email. We have consulting in order to ability for the client to respond properly and target and all the different things so they get their good leads. And social media is the other part of it, whether it be LinkedIn or Instagram or Twitter or Facebook or whatever. Majority of our stuff is LinkedIn though.
Okay.
Because it's B2B.
Yeah, exactly. That makes sense.
So right now, yeah, we ran a test to post materials. Videos, 80% is videos king.
Yeah.
And so 80%
prioritize it. They're going to show it to more people and stuff. Yeah.
Well, yeah. So 80% of the stuff has to be, 75, 80% have to be videos, and 80% of those videos have to be very personal branded but selfless. So you can't really
value oriented. Yeah, it's not saying, hey, buy. It's saying, hey, I'm going to give you something for free.
Yeah, you're teaching this. So I'm kind of a nerd on LinkedIn a lot. So I'm Troy Hippolito, Hipolito. So you can kind of look me up on LinkedIn. You can follow me on there. So I've been using Loom, and the advantage of that, because I don't really know what you guys have going on. I've been so busy, long day.
No, absolutely. So cool. Well, first we'll kind of do both. We'll hybrid the difference of Loom and us as I'm kind of going through what the platform can do.
So I'm sorry to interrupt. What I can do is I can tell you the advantages I have with Loom.
Yeah.
And you can probably build on that.
Yeah, exactly. Tell me some of the things you like about Loom, and then I can go ahead and show you what our version is of that.
It's super simple.
Yeah.
If I have a problem I solve for a client, it's a video.
Yeah.
If I figure something else to do, it's a video.
So the simplicity of it.
Yeah, it's like a 1-minute video takes 1 minute.
Yep.
It's very lo-fi.
Yeah.
So that's what I like about it, because it's the nitty gritty and they see my face.
Yeah.
And so on LinkedIn, they have to get to know you or get recommended in order to do business.
Trust.
So those videos are actually the things that recommend,
Absolutely.
And so that's the advantage. It's like boom, boom, click a video.
Yeah. That's definitely a big one. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll go ahead and start with that, and then I'll show you. So what we've done here, let me go ahead and share my screen with you. So what we've done is build part of our product is very similar to Loom. You can see my screen here, right? So
yeah, I'm gonna see if I can increase the size.
Okay, so the part of our product that's really similar to Loom is the Chrome extension. So it's just like Loom. You have a little button there. Ours is just a little bit more advanced than Loom in terms of what you can actually do with the screen recorder. However, the use of it is just as simple. So I click on the button. You'll probably see some similarities here. All I have to do is hit record, and then now I'm sharing my screen. So just like Loom, nice and simple, click record. Now we're recording the screen. A couple of things different from Loom, though, is we have an annotation tool. So you can say, click here for this, underline here, sign here, proposals, contracts, whatever. So that's one thing that's different. The other thing is just the expansion thing. I think you can resize Loom's webcam. Ours has a full screen option, and then you can minimize to webcam. So that's a couple of differences. Also, you can pause it. I think Loom might be able to pause as well. So yeah, that's the screen record.
Yeah, so you can run it. You can run our screen record and a little bubble, right?
Yeah. So yeah, that's exactly Loom. That's the Loom copy here of just being able to hit record, and then that video is ready to go. So like I just recorded that whole video, that whole screen, and now that one is ready to email it through a text message, LinkedIn, social media, wherever we're sending it. You see here actually once this video uploads. I know my streaming and sharing my screen slows things down just a bit. So
yeah, let me show a couple of screens off I have too.
Yeah. So okay, here's that video I just created, right? Now that's probably where the differences or the similarities between Loom and us end, is, you know, that convenience of the screen recording. However, here's what a video page looks like when we send it through Dubb. So when they click that link or they click the image, so actually let me jump into my LinkedIn real quick. We have direct integration with LinkedIn, first of all, which means there's a little Dubb icon right inside of LinkedIn. You can see that, right?
Yeah.
So the way that works is you just give it a click. It gives you access to all of your library of existing videos. So anything like frequently asked questions, website navigation, you know, whatever. Like I have some tutorial videos here that I can organize and I can deliver on demand.
That's very interesting because I created a workaround because of Loom didn't do that. So I had to, you know, Google has a slide drive.
Yeah, Google Drive, yeah.
No, not Drive, but they have a download desktop version. I think it's called Slide. I forget what it is. But it allows you to access that drive through this like interface like this. And so it seems like you have that built in, which is really, really good.
Yeah. A couple of additional things here as well. So yeah, organization, you can sort them by tags or search for by titles. This is for pre-recorded stuff. And so all you have to do is click the video. Another thing beyond Loom is the level of tracking that we provide. So any video you send through Dubb, you're going to be able to see specifically if they opened that video, what percentage of the video that they watched. If they watched 1%, 10%, or 100%, they'll be able to see if they clicked any of the links. So with Dubb, you're actually getting a lot of call to action buttons and some additional functionality I'll cover in a second here. But all the engagement with the video is tracked. So that's really important. So I know Loom will show you if the video was watched, but all that means is they could just click on it and not even watch any of it, and it's going to tell you it was watched.
Yeah, it might do like the first 3 seconds.
Exactly. With us, you're going to know specifically exactly how much of the video they watched. The other thing is we have some personalization you can add. So if you see here, before I send the video, it's going to look like this. It shows a message and then a link, but that link has at least their name in it. So here's an example of one I sent. It says, "Hi, Quintus." It includes a still thumbnail, and it also shows the name of the video. So if you want a little bit more personalization, maybe you'd name that video Quintus or whatever. So that is an option. This is just kind of a preview of what it looks like, though. So you send them through, you get the personalization text in the link, the thumbnail, and the image. And now if they click anywhere on this, whether they
you're
click
not uploading the video, you're actually providing content with the link that the LinkedIn pulls that in there.
You got it, exactly.
So you're not like taking time to
no, exactly. Yeah, all you're doing is dropping the link in there, either directly through the extension like that.
So what if you want to have a real-time conversation with a real video, like for that individual?
So if you want to have like a real-time back and forth conversation.
Well, no, like for example, you have a message, you say, "Hey, I just wanted to make a video and explain this to you." You can run the same system, or do you have to save the video, then move it over?
No, you would do it exactly like that. So I'd just click the Dubb icon, hit record. I'd say, "Hey, buddy," or I'd hit record and I'd say, you know, "Hey, thanks so much for your questions. I really appreciate you reaching out to me." And then I'd hit upload, and then that video is going to be ready to go, just like these ones are.
Awesome.
Yeah. So that is the creation and the sending of it through LinkedIn. And there's also like the activity reporting as well. So I can just click on the Dubb. I don't have to go outside of LinkedIn. I can be right in here, and I can see who's watching the videos, who's clicking, things like that.
Okay.
Yeah. So that is what it looks like in LinkedIn. Now, what happens when you send these videos through LinkedIn or email? A little bit different through email, actually. So are you active on email at all, or is it strictly LinkedIn right now?
Yeah, well, LinkedIn is primary, but email's secondary. Yeah.
Okay. Well, here, just to give you an idea.
Of course. Yeah,
when you put a video in an email, this is kind of what it's going to look like. So you get the automatically generated little 3-second preview. It has a fallback button in case they have images turned off, and it also would put their first name on it to make it look like it's personal, even if it isn't for them. So like like I said, you're recycling content or you're sending one video to your whole list. We can make it look a little bit more personal.
I mean, would it be kind of funny to send a second video? Because I noticed you only looked at 30% of my first video. On the video of the second one. Sorry.
Right.
You can stack some dry humor when you're doing this video. So this has there's no recipient, so it's just open a blank window so you can send it whoever.
This right here is just Gmail. All I did was hit compose, and it selected the Dubb icon. I can insert that video. That's basically what I did here.
Okay, so you did one-on-one because you want.
Yeah. This is just like a one-off email. Like if I wanted to send one video to one person, this is how I would do it.
Got it.
I can also send, like I mentioned, broadcasts right through Dubb. Here's an example of a drip sequence that I can build on Dubb. So it's a series of emails that go out automatically. And there's also campaigns. So here's an example of a video we sent to about almost 17,000 people. I can see specifically who watched it, what percentage they watched, if they clicked any links, which links they clicked, all that good stuff.
So your email system, your drip system, is a separate system that is a service people pay for. Like it's like Woodpecker.
This is included with the subscription. So the ability to send out automations and campaigns is included with your paid subscription.
So when you send an email, do you does it have all the legal requirements, unsubscribe, all that stuff?
It does, yeah. So, but the only thing is when we're sending these emails, we're actually using your own servers. So, like, say if you own your own websites, you have a couple domains, we could either connect those domains to Dubb and send them out through there, or we could do something like a Gmail and send up to 1,000 a day for free,
or a G Suite or something.
Exactly, it's whatever email provider you have. We can connect it directly to.
So it's identical to something like Woodpecker.
Exactly, very similar to something like
Woodpecker. Very similar to that, yeah.
But not like a MailChimp, because there is a difference between those. The MailChimp are actually sending it through their servers, which are promotional servers, which have a higher likelihood of ending up in promotion folder and spam, because that's what those domains and servers are identified as.
Yeah, those are usually made for like monthly newsletters and things like that.
Exactly. But even with a newsletter, like if we want it to end up in the inbox, we have to either have a really good reputation on our domains, and we have to be using a non-branded, like, if we're sending it through MailChimp, it's almost always going to go to promotion folder, because anything going through their servers will be identified as a promotional item. Whereas if we're sending it through our G Suite or maybe our own private domain, that doesn't have that reputation of being, promotional videos or promotional emails. So we have a much higher likelihood of actually ending up in the inbox itself.
So if someone is producing these, and this is probably, I don't expect you guys to do this, I'm just curious. One thing that Woodpecker doesn't have is validating the message. So you create an email and then you add the Dubb video, whatever you want on there, right? Packet or whatever you want to send that email, part of the sequence. They have certain services that check the email saying, hey, these are the flags that happen in the email.
So we wouldn't have anything like that built into our platform.
I didn't expect it. It would be really cool.
I definitely agree, because a lot of people need help with email marketing, because there's all kinds of little nuances that'll end you up in a spam folder or end you up, getting the promotions or not having the email delivered the way we want. So there's all kinds of literally thousands of little rules. Unfortunately we don't have that kind of built in, which is not ideal. That's something I think we should have a little bit further down the road here. We actually have a lot of updates coming to our CRM functionality and our senders here. So actually we just added templates. So instead of just sending like a plain email, I can actually send like really fancy looking templatized emails, like something that comes from a big company with like a header and graphics and all that. And our templates work really cool because it's going to upload your own logo, your own social icons, all kinds of stuff very automatically. So like I said, more updates coming to the senders as well, the campaign.
And you said that you have a built-in CRM. Is that some of the pipe drive or something?
No, not at this point. It's really light functionality. So it's just the ability to kind of store your contacts.
Okay. For the purposes of making
tags. This is mostly just to power the sender, because you import your contacts in here and we're using your database of contacts to send out these emails. So it's not a true CRM, I would say, but it is like a temporary or a light, like a diet CRM. Okay. So that is, like I said, the whole other component of the platform. Besides sending videos through like LinkedIn or text message or email like you're normally doing, we can also do bulk ones here.
I have a question, just because you're talking about CRM and posting. I don't expect you to have this either, but with some of the social media posting, calendar posting type of softwares like Sendable and all that, they use an API which makes it impossible to post on your the scheduled post of videos on LinkedIn on your home feed. Yeah, and your home feed's like your main, blood and life, and they purposely did that. The only way to get around it is if they had an AI log in as a human to kind of post it out and have a calendar. Do you have any posting calendar type functions for LinkedIn?
So not to schedule a post, but we do have a lot. You can post directly. So here, like if I have my Facebook, LinkedIn, or Twitter connected, I can share this video as a post directly to there.
Okay, so it's not going to post an image of it. It's going to upload the video.
No. So actually, what this would do is would post the link. So for like Facebook, this works. For Twitter, not so much. LinkedIn, you want to be uploading the native MP4 version of the video.
Right.
So For those, I would say for like LinkedIn or Twitter, I would not use the social sharing. For Facebook, it's fine. It's only going to show it to your friends.
There's an API in then. Okay.
Yeah.
Not physically uploaded.
Correct. Yeah,
the algorithm on LinkedIn will really drop if it's not a native file. Like you
no,
said.
absolutely. And that's what I'm saying. So LinkedIn and Twitter, Instagram, we need to be uploading native videos to them.
Okay.
Okay. So here we were back talking about the experience of when you're sending these videos through, whether it's through automations or campaigns or LinkedIn or email, whatever we're sending them through, you get a little different experience of what it looks like. But when they click it, it takes them back to a Dubb video page like this. Which, of course, this is, again, where we're really going to differentiate ourselves from Loom. Couple of things here. One is the URL. That can be completely custom. Another is the logo here. So it's your logo instead of ours. Your logo as a watermark there. Custom background image. So this can be anything you want. Even the video player itself, like the play button and the play bar, can be customized. Excuse me.
And I'm sorry, I must have blanked out. How'd you get to this screen? Is this when you're actually posting a link through the social?
No, so this is what happens when somebody clicks on one of your videos. So like, say if I want to share this video through email,
okay,
this is what it looks like. You know, when they receive it, this is what they're going to see in their inbox. They're going to see the GIF and the link. If they click this, it takes them back to this video page. Same thing goes with LinkedIn. Like, so if I'm in LinkedIn and I click on this link or I click on this image, it's going to take me back to this video page. Not this one, but whatever video. Every video has its own page. So,
okay.
Yeah.
Is there a way that it displays it within the LinkedIn environment? Like if I give it a YouTube video, they can play.
No, so exactly. So let me explain that to you here. So yeah, with YouTube, it's going to maybe play the YouTube video right in here. LinkedIn also has, like, if you're on your mobile, you can shoot a little video on your mobile and send the video by itself. Where, like, it's, you know, video is great and that's okay, but we're missing out on a lot of opportunity there. Let me go ahead and explain what I mean. So when we're sending a video, one is the lost opportunity of the tracking. So we want to know exactly what percentage of that video they're watching. Inside of LinkedIn, wait, where are we at? If we're sending a video and it's playing like a YouTube video right in here, we're not going to have that level of tracking because like the tracking pixel doesn't work here inside of LinkedIn.
Right. Okay.
So the other thing is, probably the most important thing here is when we're using videos, what we've really done different than any of our competitors like Loom is we've tried to optimize these pages to get the highest level of conversions. So instead of, you know, 1 out of 10 people converting from this video, we want as many as possible. So what we've done is a couple of things. One is the playlist feature, which is this guy right here. The way it works is people often want to say, hey, first name, I want to make a video just for you. But then the bulk of what they have to say is actually repeated, like it's a 90-second or 2-minute pitch. And they don't want to have to make a 3-minute video every time. So what we do is we just have that first part of the video where we're saying, hey, first name, I wanted to reach out just to you.
And then you back up the second video and load
exactly, because at the end of this first one, it automatically transitions into that next one. So they don't need to click play or do anything.
The second guy looks a lot different than you.
Yeah. So
I think the guy hit me up on LinkedIn.
Oh yeah, right. Yeah, that's Ruben. That's the founder.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's kind of the way that the playlist is designed to work, is to deliver them content without having to need like video editing or anything like that. You can do it all right here on the platform from the mobile app or desktop. The idea is to be able to splice those together without needing to go into iMovie or something. Because that's what a lot of our video users have realized is they want the custom effort. They want the, hey, first name.
Well, you have to balance it because personally, less clicks, the better.
No, exactly. That's the way.
So if they can play it in the little LinkedIn, then great. But if you need to do the tracking, you have to have something else to kind of add value to keep them on the page. Yeah. Because you don't want them to get moving away from the page and not feeling like it was worth doing.
Exactly. So we also have autoplay functions and everything. So if they are in LinkedIn, they click one time, either on the link or on the image, they click anywhere. It's going to take them to this video page. The video is going to play automatically, and then it's going to segue into that next video automatically as well. So now they didn't need to do anything except for one click to be delivered a personal video and maybe an explainer video. The other thing that works really well here is testimonial video from like a client or maybe an overview of a case study, some social proof. That works really well here. And again, they didn't need to click or do anything. It's kind of like, here's a really warm greeting and irresistible offer, and then it segues into testimonial and case study, social proof.
And so when you're creating the videos, and this is all great, I don't like the fact that you got to get out, but I understand the tracking and I understand what you're doing to kind of balance that off, offering this other value. I noticed that there are there's Ruben's name in there, so there's content in there. Are you adding that to the system?
So this video here was a produced video that we did. We had a videographer that adds some screen text, some animations, some things like that. So this video was like this one here was shot on an iPhone with a tripod. And that's the simple, but then we also have the produced.
But you have some verbose. You have some as you're speaking, you have the words underneath you.
Okay, see, this was subtitles, and that's just done by adding a SRT file to your video. So that is something.
It's not done through Dubb.
No, this is not done. Well, you can attach the subtitle on Dubb. So right here, if I go under editing, you see how it says attach SRT file. But we're not generating the SRT files ourselves. You can either use YouTube to do that for free, or there's services like rev.com that'll do it for like $1 a minute or something. And there's also like Amazon or otter.ai that'll do it for like 10 cents a minute. So lots of services to generate those. We're looking to build an in-house one here pretty soon to automatically caption videos. That's going to be a little bit further down the road.
Well, that would be good because I think 70% of the people who watch videos on their phone.
Yeah, no, it's a little bit over.
Volume off.
Yep, exactly. Over 50% of all videos are viewed on mobile, and then a little bit over 60% of those have no sound. So, a little bit of 60.
I was exaggerating. I'm sorry. I thought it was 70.
No, you're good. Really, really close. Not far off. So, okay. That is the way that the platform is going to work here. What we've done is, like I said, try to bring the most value possible to this page so that we have a chance to convert them no matter where they're at. That's the idea of when we're using video. It's to get someone to take a specific action. It's not, maybe it's to educate, maybe it's to inform, maybe it's to even have a little bit of fun, maybe humor, but ultimately it's because we want them to do something very specific. And that's really where the call to actions and the playlist comes in and the video itself. So in this video, this is an inbound
funnel.
Exactly. It's very similar to a funnel. So like we have inbound leads that come in and I send them this video. The idea is, hey, I signed up for a free trial. So I have an irresistible offer here where I say, hey, what I'd like to do is give you something of value that you're going to appreciate for free. All I ask is that you book a time with me. And so that's my ultimate conversion. Like that's what I'm after, is someone to schedule a time. But what if they're not quite ready for that? What if they're, they just need some convincing? So this is the very bottom of the funnel, but we also have some things for maybe the middle and the top. The middle of the funnel is like right here. We have some social proof, some case studies or testimonial, whatever our offer is.
Another video, or is that like to be a
this one actually goes to a landing page with video testimonials. Lots and lots of testimonials from our clients.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, for a lot of people may not have a lot of video testimonials.
No, exactly. This button,
you have a written testimonial on a page or something. Can I link anywhere?
Yeah. Sorry about that. Let me explain these a little bit further. So these buttons can be programmed to do anything you want. There can be as many of them as you want. There can be as few of them. They can say and do anything. So this one, as I mentioned, is a direct integration with a calendar. This one is just a URL. So it's just directing to a landing page. This one actually brings you to our webinar registration, which is just another URL. This one's actually a really unique function. It's a video testimonial collection. So like if you have some clients that'd be willing to produce a video for you, but you have to go there and set up a camera, it's just complicated. This one makes it a lot easier. They don't need to download or sign up or install anything. They just click the button and then they can send you a video. And then you can put it on your playlist here. You can embed it on a website or a landing page like these, whatever you want to do. So nice way to collect testimonial video. And that is a big part of what we recommend. So if you only have written right now, then yeah, the button would go to a page with written reviews. If you have video, we'd probably put it on as a playlist or behind a button to go to a video page. Either Dubb.
I apologize. The reason I'm asking all these questions is we have certain services for our clients, and if we had to move along this path for them, it's important for me to know what the options are.
No, absolutely. No, like I said, but that's the whole purpose of this call. Get all the questions, anything you have. Let's kind of get the wheels turning. So like I show you some stuff and you're like, well, okay, I think I could see this useful for this or that. So that's kind of the intention. So by all means, any questions you have, absolutely don't hold back. Okay, so we were talking about the idea of using video and what separates it from really just sending a video by itself. One is the tracking. Two is the branding, like all the opportunities to, hey, look at my storefront. It's like visiting a website, but with a very specific conversion in mind. So that's where we have, again, the buttons. What works well for all of our clients universally across industries, whether it's recruiting, real estate, mortgage, financial advisors. Not so much the financial advisors. They can't really tie into the social proof here. But all industries, we want to have something for them to do. Obviously, we want them to convert the way we want them to, which is like make a purchase, make a sale, book an appointment, whatever.
Yeah, maybe a little bit different, but I understand the principle. Of
exactly. We want to capture that conversion in whatever way we can. Maybe it's not the ultimate conversion we really want, but at least we have them take some step into our system. And as I mentioned, we can track all of this. So if I send a video to somebody, I'm going to be able to see if they clicked a link. So if somebody clicked a button that says view our social proof, view our case study, view a testimonial, I know that person's interested. So I can come into reporting and I can just look at who's clicked my CTAs recently. And so if I come in here and I see who's clicking the CTAs, then that tells me, okay, these people are all ready for follow-up. So nice way to identify low-hanging fruit is just filtering it here.
Right.
One thing I was going to say is many of my videos are like embedded on websites and they're things like that. So the tracking you won't see as detailed. A lot of the tracking, though, like as I showed you here, it actually will show who's clicking or who's watching. As I mentioned, many of my videos are just, I'm like testing them. So it's just showing the plays.
So that splash page that we were on that showed the videos and all that stuff, like say you have a website and you're using certain style sheets, fonts and stuff. Can you mimic that so this looks like visually?
Yeah. Like I said, what we could do is we could pop in your own logo there. Custom background could be anything you want. Logo here. We can change the play button, the play bar, the colors of it. So if maybe you have some hex.
I was more interested in like the fonts or something. Like.
Okay, no. So fonts we wouldn't be able to change.
Okay.
All the text, like the actual text on the screen, and then the colors, things like that, but not the fonts themselves.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
Yeah. Okay, so basically that's the majority of the benefit of the software is the tracking, branding, CTAs, and then the coaching that we provide. So as a company, we not only give you access to the software, but we actually consult with you and say, okay, what is your offer? What does your ecosystem look like? Like what resources do you have? What is your goal? And what are the roles? So if we're prospecting new business, we're doing like a newsletter outreach, we're following up. Whatever your business looks like, that's where we come in as a consultant and say, okay, we need videos here. Video will help here. Here's something you can do. And then basically we make sure that you have no questions involved and also have all the best practices and strategies for using video in your business based on what you have in your business. So it's not just like, here's how to use the tool, go for it. It's a very consultative approach we take. So like I said, it's based on your volume, your lead flow, where the leads are coming from, ultimately what your goals are. And then based on that, there's probably also some gaps in there that you might not have considered that we'd be happy to say, hey, this is working well for other clients. So being in a consultant and digital marketing space, that two large verticals for us. So we have a ton of clients in both the consulting and digital marketing space. So we're definitely happy to provide what's working well for them, the same strategies.
Okay.
So yeah, overall, I'd say that's probably the difference between us and Loom: branding, tracking, CTAs, customer support, the coaching, and then of course, kind of all the way that it looks. We actually have a mobile app as well that's really going to blow any of our competitors away. It can do some really cool things like starting the video this way. You can flip to the back camera, horizontal to landscape. You can add emojis and text, all kinds of stuff.
The fact that you can do a video on your phone, instantly go to them, and then run through the system is important.
Yeah, exactly. So like I said, on your phone, you can shoot this really cool video. You can show some stuff and make the video fun. Like I said, emojis or text on the screen. And then you can send that through either a text, an email, social, or you can do a campaign and blast it out to multiple people all from your phone. And then it's going to build this kind of whole page automatically with your CTAs and social proof and all that stuff attached.
Yeah. Okay, got it.
Yeah.
Interesting. So how would you on the fly send to a lot of people on the phone?
Okay. So what I would do, I would get on the phone itself, whether it's a simple video or I want to do some fancy stuff with the mobile app, that would determine. I would just hit record, say, hey guys, I just wanted to update you. I'm going to be gone for a week on a vacation. See you in a week. And then using the mobile app, it's actually, there's two things. One is you can access this website, the very same website on your mobile device. So you could just go to like your Google Chrome or your browser on your phone, and you'll have this same exact tool that we do here. There are a couple of prerequisites to building a campaign. So like, when you want to send out to a list of people, you do have to have a couple of things. One is you have to put in your physical address to be CAN spam compliant. You mentioned compliancy, so we're on that. The next thing is you have to configure an email. So as I mentioned, you have to have your own email provider, G Suite, your own domain, whatever. You can see we have an Amazon email connected here. It's about 21,000 a day. We also have a couple Gmails connected, 1,000 a day. So that's the other prerequisite. Once those two things are met, then we can send out videos right from the app or their device. So it depends. If we want to send to like a large list, we would have to use the website on.
So you would send one video to, and it's select the list. You
Exactly.
create a list prior, and this is my main client list. These are the touch base list or whatever the list you create. You take the video and you click it, boom, it sends a one shot to them.
Exactly. So here's an example of one of those we did to about 16,000. If I wanted to do that again, this is exactly how I do it. So I'd click new. This is the name of the email. So I'm just going to name it test. This is who I want to send it from. The email, that's the from name. That's the subject line. You see some personalization in there. That's based on the contacts. There's the video. I click next. Now here's a little preview. I can either use some templates we have to make it fancier. I'll just go ahead and show you what that looks like. Put some graphics, put some social links that are automatically linked to your accounts, some things like that. And then the next step is the recipients. So we have a list of like sign up, which is basically everyone. So if I choose that, it's automatically going to enroll 17,000 contacts. Then I would hit send or schedule for later.
Okay.
And then, yeah, this could all be done right on your cell phone.
Okay.
Yeah, and then so there's both the campaign, like a blast, and then you can build out drip sequences as well. So which would be a series of emails. So say if you get a lead, they're not responsive, you don't want to continue to chase them, you would just drop them into a sequence, and then it's going to send them a video every day or every other day or once a week or whatever you want, for as long as you want.
So if you had an original video, could you drop the original video within that sequence?
Absolutely. So all I would do is add a new action, send campaign.
The phone. Say on the phone, I'm like, you know what? I need to change my third video.
Okay. So yeah, what you would do is record the video that you want to upload here. You'd come into this. So wait, 1, 2, 3, come into this guy, and you'd select the other email that has that video in it.
Okay. And so if you're trying to build, you don't have, like, all my contacts are on LinkedIn, right? So a lot of times I will not have their email. So it's kind of impossible to sync those up because they don't have actual emails, because, LinkedIn doesn't give you emails unless you scrape them.
Yeah, unless you're connected.
You got rid of all that stuff because of what people were doing. Do you have any kind of plug and play, like plugins that will tie into, like, I don't know, say you have a WordPress site and you're having a email subscription thing. I'm just making stuff up. And that subscription goes into a database. Is there any way to pull that data into this?
Absolutely. Yeah. So that would be either done using Zapier or like a PySync, so that we would push the data from one channel to the other automatically.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, we're integrated with Zapier as well, so we can push data from a CRM or whatever system into Dubb, and then that would enroll them into like an automation or a campaign or whatever you needed.
Awesome.
Yeah. Cool. So I think we pretty much covered most of it here. We talked about the branding, CTAs, tracking, coaching, and campaigns and automations. Really, what I would say, I love Loom. They're a really great tool. They're an awesome screen recorder. But what we've done is really provide a one-stop shop for everything you could need with video. I also mentioned some things like embedding. So if you have videos on a website or a landing page, we provide embed codes for every video. So it's better than using like a YouTube or a Vimeo, because you get your CTAs on top of the video. And there's also two different options. So there's a standard embedded video like that, and there's also your widget option here, which kind of follows people around. It's just a nice way of having a little bit higher play rates.
So that first video has a call to action built into it?
Yeah. So any call to action you have attached to your video is going to show up as a button on top of the embedded video.
At the end of the video, at a certain point of the video?
At the end of it, yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, like I said, like that's kind of the concept here, and how we're really different from Loom is our screen recorder. That's basically what Loom is here. It's just the screen.
Yeah.
But then everything else, like the hosting, the customization, the CTAs, the tracking, and then the coaching that we provide, really was what sets us apart.
Great.
Good deal. The other thing here is we have a nice little video tutorial center. We want to make sure you show you that here. So if just this eye icon, this is going to show you how to do everything on Dubb. There's this nice little quick tutorial video there. That one's about 8 minutes long, I think, and that covers basically everything you would need to know to set this page up. So like how to pop in your logo, how to set up your email signature here, how to build these buttons, how to put in a background and a playlist. All that stuff is covered in that main little tutorial video. And then in addition to that, there's videos over here for everything else. So we mentioned adding subtitles. There's a nice little video on here, how to use YouTube for subtitles, how to use the mobile app. Basically everything we covered in today's call is going to have more detail over here as well.
Awesome.
So there is, video tutorial center. Then there's live chat support here. We can come in and ask questions to a live person. And then there's also article support, so you can search in any keyword you want there, CTA or whatever. There's going to be a bunch of articles. And then as part of a paid subscription, you have access to your coach whenever you need to. So we could book a call kind of like what we did today and help you overcome anything. You're starting a new campaign or whatever it might be.
Okay, cool.
Good deal. All right, so what are you thinking?
Yeah, so I must have signed up a long time ago and never used it.
Yeah.
I have 0 time left. I don't know if you give me 30 days to give it a try, and then or whatever trial is, and I like to know just the pricing.
Okay. So for the trial, what I can do is you actually get sent an extension. Maybe if you didn't get the email, I'll definitely add another week on there. We do offer that extend your trial for a week if it expires, but I'll go ahead and add the time on there.
I probably signed up a long time ago.
Yeah, no worries. I'll go ahead and bump the week on there for you. And now as far as pricing goes, here, let me go ahead and share my screen with you here. Our pricing is pretty simple stuff. We really have one plan that includes everything the platform has to offer, and that's just this Small Business Pro right here. This one here, that's $40 month to month, no commitment, nothing like that. If you want to pay for the year in advance, that would save you 20%. So that ends up being around $32 a month. And like I said, this includes unlimited access to everything, including the coaching, storage, unlimited hosting, you name it. The only time we have a higher plan is if we have more than one user, like we have a large sales team or something like that.
Okay, so if you, small business. So which one is the one with the multiple users?
This one here, but I would say this one has this one includes 5 seats.
Okay.
You would say if you have 3 users, it would just be this one times 3. And we actually, as the number of seats go up, we reduce the cost per seat. So say if you had 3 or 4 users, it would be less than 40 per seat. And then with just one user, yeah, it's that 40 per month or 32 if you paid annually.
I got it.
Yeah, and then like I said, no locking you in here or anything like that. So yeah, and again, the important thing is that the product is working for you. That's why the coaching is important for us. So you're winning, we're winning. That's kind of the concept here.
Awesome. Yeah. Well, I'll definitely try to give it a try for a week and see how I like it. I can see the advantage of that. I guess it's a good thing is if I end up using it and paying for it, I can offer that to the client, as part of the services.
We have a lot of people that do exactly.
I have to wrap my head around it because we have so much stuff going on.
Yeah,
and we have to make sure that we can fit it in with the client without them.
No, I know, without blowing their head. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like they're doing so much already.
Exactly.
And so we're trying to handhold them in order to just do stuff for them.
No, I totally understand.
A lot of stuff we do is a done for you type of service. The most important thing is just getting the client to actually produce some of this.
Produce the content we need them to, right?
Yeah. So, and I think we talked about before, what we're ending up doing is forcing a meeting with them to ask them a bunch of questions and dropping the video and that sort of thing.
Yeah.
So hopefully that'll work out well to kind of fill in a lot of the personal branding stuff.
Yeah. Good deal.
That's all I have. Appreciate it.
Absolutely, buddy. Okay, so like I said, anything you need, do not hesitate to reach out. We got that live chat support, article, email support. And as I mentioned, if you're ready to upgrade, we have as much access to live calls as we need as well.
Awesome. Yeah, just send me to that code, and I guess I'll put the code in or whatever, and then.
No. Actually, I'll just do it back on my end here. I'll add that week to your trial, so you don't have to look for anything. It'll just be open to you.
Awesome. Okay. Thank you very much.
Absolutely, Troy. All right, buddy. We'll talk again soon.
Okay. Bye.
Bye-bye.